Thank you for the $5. $7 Canadian, David Lamar. USADA mentioned getting dropped because of Conor's situation per MMA fighting, implying pressure from the UFC in that regard. Not quite ethical. Per MMA fighting. Where does it say that? On their Instagram? I'll just go to the latest news part of it, see if it comes up. Thank you. USADA parting ways in 2024. USADA claims a relationship became untenable over Conor McGregor situation. Damn. We can confirm that Conor McGregor has re-entered USADA testing pool as of Sunday. We have been clear and firm with the UFC that there should be no exception given by the UFC for McGregor to fight until he has returned 2 negative tests and been in the pool for at least 6 months. The rules allow USADA to keep someone in the testing pool longer than before competing based on their declarations upon entry. But they didn't do this for Mark Hunt when he was fighting Lesnar. Unfortunately, we do not currently know whether the UFC will ultimately honor the 6-month or longer requirement because USADA will not be the involved UFC anti-doping program. So maybe they're trying to get McGregor back in there before April. Maybe McGregor will be back in like February or something. You never know. But that doesn't sound like it was like a directly because they were being weird about the McGregor situation. That's a very interesting. They said we are disappointed for UFC athletes who rely on our independent gold standard. Shut the fuck up. You did as you were told by the UFC. Let's not turn this into the UFC versus USADA thing. Okay. The relationship between USADA and UFC became untenable given the statements made by UFC leaders and others questioning USADA's principled stance that McGregor not be allowed to fight without being in the testing pool for at least 6 months. USADA would not approve an exemption for McGregor after he dropped out of the anti-doping program while recovering from a broken leg. One UFC commentator echoed this, recently declaring that USADA should not oversee the UFC program since we held firm to the 6-month rule involving McGregor. And since we do not allow fighters without an approved medical basis to use performance-enhancing drugs like experimental, unapproved peptides or testosterone for healing injuries or simply to get back in the octagon. Damn. UFC's corrupt and they're letting people cheat and strong-arming USADA into it because they pay them. Confirmed. Literal confirmed. Deny it. Like literal confirmed. Absolute fact. Crazy. But USADA are acting like they're innocent here. Like they ain't been doing this for weeks anyway. Their contract was probably up and they were like, now's the time to leave. We've got our money. You know what I mean?